The SpaceX Starship is an ambitious project that aims to revolutionize space travel and change the way we think about interstellar exploration. With a towering 9-meter diameter, this behemoth of a rocket promises to take thousands of people on a 6-month journey from Earth to a colony on Mars. But the question is, what will life be like inside this massive spacecraft? In this video, let's go through everything you need to know about the Starship. First of all, the ideal number of crew members for a Starship mission to Mars is believed to be around 10. This number is determined by several factors, including the number of resources needed to sustain life, such as food and water, and the mental health and well-being of the crew. Each crew member will require a significant amount of resources to survive a 6-month journey to Mars and back, and so the total mass of the crew must be considered when determining the maximum load capacity of the Starship. The maximum load capacity, 100 metric tons, will also be used to store all the necessary equipment and supplies for the mission, such as scientific instruments, tools, and spare parts. Additionally, the mental health and well-being of the crew are a major concern for long-duration interplanetary missions. Also, having too many people on board and not enough personal space can lead to feelings of claustrophobia and panic. This can be caused by a lack of privacy, a lack of control over one's environment, and a lack of autonomy. Meanwhile, having too few crew members can lead to isolation, loneliness, and increased tensions in the group. So a crew size of 10 is considered a good balance. This will provide enough people to work together and support each other during the journey while also allowing for enough personal space to prevent feelings of claustrophobia and isolation. Furthermore, in order to maintain the mental health and well-being of the crew, SpaceX plans to include amenities such as private rooms, exercise equipment, and areas for leisure activities. They also plan to provide psychological support for the crew throughout the journey, such as through regular check-ins with a mental health professional. Moreover, the size of the crew is also crucial for the safety of the mission. A smaller crew size will allow you for better communication and coordination among the crew members and make it easier to manage emergencies in unexpected situations. A smaller crew size also increases the chances of survival in case of an accident or emergency. It's also important to note that the size of the crew will affect the amount of food, water, and other resources required to sustain the crew during the journey, which must be carefully planned and allocated. The current design of the Starship is 50 meters in length by 9 meters in diameter, with a tapered nose that was made more pointed after inspiration from a movie, The Dictator. Despite this, there is still a significant amount of interior space to work with. The lower portion of the Starship will be occupied by rocket components, including at least 6 Raptor engines, which could potentially be upgraded to 9 for the first crewed Mars flight. The Raptor engines are designed to be highly efficient and are capable of both atmospheric and vacuum operation. Additionally, 3 sea-level engines will be used for landing burn, and 6 vacuum engines will be used to push off from low Earth orbit and set course for the stars. Above that, there will be massive propellant tanks that are necessary to make the journey happen. These tanks will be capped off by a common dome, a structural element separating the lower rocket component section from the upper cargo and cruise section. The top section, which is estimated to be about 17 meters in length, will be used for cargo and cruise, and this section will also be the main living area for the crew. The Starship's interior is expected to be comfortable and provide amenities like exercise equipment and private rooms. And the goal is to provide a livable space for the 6-month journey to Mars and back. The exercise equipment will be important for maintaining the physical health of the crew, while the private rooms will provide a sense of personal space and privacy. The overall design will be inspired by the Millennium Falcon, which features tubes and cabins fit for a space pirate. The Starship will be equipped with advanced avionics and navigation systems, including onboard computers, sensors, and communication systems to ensure a safe and accurate flight. It will also have advanced life support systems to provide the crew with a safe and comfortable environment throughout the journey. The Starship will be designed to withstand the harsh conditions of interplanetary space and the rigors of atmospheric re-entry and landing. And the design and engineering of the Starship will be a significant achievement in space travel and will pave the way for future interplanetary missions. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for getting this far. And if you want to know how SpaceX plans to power the Starship, then make sure to watch this next part. Meanwhile, powering a Starship for long-duration space travel is a complex and challenging task that requires a combination of different power sources. Each option has its own advantages and disadvantages, and it is likely that a combination of different power sources will be used to ensure the ship has a reliable and sufficient energy supply. Solar panels are one of the most commonly discussed options for powering a Starship, and they work by converting the sun's rays into electricity, which can be used to power the ship's systems. Solar panels are used on the International Space Station and have been proven to be a reliable power source in space. One of the advantages of solar panels is that they are relatively lightweight and can be easily maintained in space. They don't require any fuel, and once they are deployed, they can generate electricity as long as the sun is shining. This makes them ideal for powering a spacecraft traveling to distant destinations, such as Mars, where the sun is still visible. However, there are also some limitations to using solar panels for a Starship. One of the main issues is that solar panels can be quite large and cumbersome, and it would be difficult to attach them to a Starship in a practical and efficient way. Additionally, as a spacecraft gets further away from the sun, the less effective the solar panels will be at generating power. This means that for a Starship to travel to distant destinations, such as Mars, the solar panels would need to be even bigger. Batteries are another potential power source. Tesla, which is owned by SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, has developed advanced battery packs for its electric vehicles as well as a line of dedicated energy storage products called the Powerwall. These batteries can store energy for later use, which would be useful for a Starship that needs to function independently of the sun. However, batteries are quite heavy, and taking a large inventory of them would limit the ship's cargo capacity. Additionally, batteries have a limited lifespan and need to be replaced frequently. Hydrogen fuel cells are a third option discussed as a potential power source for a Starship. These devices convert hydrogen gas into electricity and produce water as a byproduct. Hydrogen is the lightest element in the known universe, which means that it can provide a lot of energy without adding much weight to the ship. Additionally, hydrogen fuel cells are already being used to power cars, so it's likely that they could be scaled up to power a Starship. However, the technology for hydrogen fuel cells is still relatively new, and there are some challenges that need to be overcome before they can be used in a space setting. The need for a reliable source of hydrogen and the safety concerns associated with hydrogen as a fuel are some of the challenges that need to be addressed. Overall, the Starship is said to be a significant achievement in space travel, providing a comfortable and livable environment for long-duration interplanetary missions. Its architecture, design, and engineering will be state-of-the-art, and it will be equipped with advanced avionics, navigation systems, and life support systems. The power source is uncertain yet, but it is expected to be a combination of multiple sources such as solar panels, hydrogen fuel cells, and Tesla Power's Powerwall. So, what are your thoughts on the SpaceX's Starship? And will you be willing to join the first 100-man journey to Mars? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know about the latest updates on the Starship, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.